Modern day now, coming into the current, that's what we wanted to really know about. How will the Southwest play? Can Bola Tinubu, for instance, go to sleep knowing that there's very little work to be done here? The Southwest, first of all, that's not his type, but still, I said Peter Obi is going to be vying, Atiku is going to be vying,
yes,
and indeed Ashwaju will be vying for their votes. So I wanted to know from your knowledgeable perspective how you think the Southwest is going to engage with these aspirants and what your thoughts are as to who they are likely to go with. How crucial will the Southwest be to the aspirations of these three people, if not more?
We don't have any other candidates than Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. As far as I'm concerned.
But you're not even of the APC.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, okay. Cool.
It doesn't matter. So, but we are saying the fact. It's not a sentiment. It's not a matter of a Atiku or a Peter Obi. No. Now, we are the, what do you call it? The Hausa Fulani have been there for 8 years now. Mm-hmm. And now, we can, are you telling me that we should allow the Hausa Fulani to continue again for another 8 years?
When you say we, first of all, it's going to be about the electorate.
Yes.
It's going to be how the electorate, yes, indeed perform. So, when you say, are we going to allow, you're talking specifically about the Southwest now?
Yes.
Okay, because yes, that's what I asked.
Southwest in focus.
Oh, Southwest in focus.
Yes.
Okay. Before you continue, let me bring in Sunday. Mr. Sunday has called in from Kaduna State. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Sunday Orowale. I'm not from Kaduna. I'm from Kano.
I beg your pardon. My mistake. From Kano. Mr. Orowale.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, I would like to make a contribution, and I would like to correct a wrong impression created by your guest.
Okay.
Prince Oni.
In which particular? In which particular?
No, in respect of what is being discussed now, as I'm watching it on the screen.
Okay. You feel there are some corrections that you have?
Yes, I want to correct.
Let's hear them.
Impression created by your guest.
Okay. Go ahead then. Go ahead, please.
Baba Akpiti Alayande was never appointed by Chibolagi as Commissioner for Local Government and Capacity Affairs in the reforms of your state. It was Alhaji Busari Oloyede Adebakan that was appointed as Commissioner for Government and Capacity Affairs by Chibolagi from 1979 to 1982, not Baba Alayande.
Okay.
Yes,
indeed.
That's what I want to correct.
Thank you very much for calling in. That's a discrepancy there.
The Busari Oloyede they are talking about, mm-hmm, that was after Baba left the portfolio. The Baba
he didn't, carry it for the entirety, yes, of the term, yes, of Bola Ige.
Yes, that was after Baba left. So, but Baba was the first.
I see. He just didn't complete,
yes,
Bola Ige's full, yes, term.
Yes.
And because of that,
yes,
the Baba Busari.
So now, what we are talking about, we are just trying to bring us something that, mm-hmm, just to show that,
Yeah, but we also need to be accurate.
Yes, just to know that Baba, for somebody, mm-hmm, that contested with his
students,
mm-hmm, and still following the person, that the person is a man of God.
He's a great man.
He's a great man. I still understand. You can't hardly you see.
Yeah, but how does all of this relate into helping us understand the disposition of the Southwest in terms of how they will behave in an election?
That's what I'm saying. The Southwest have to focus and have, now because it's our chance now. The chance that was missed by MK Abiola, this is another chance for us. So now the Southwest must go there with one voice.
Okay. Do you think there's any danger that the Southwest has a divided voice on this particular issue?
There's a danger.
There's a danger.
Yes.
I'll come back and explain and get a bit more on your perceived danger in the Southwest if we're not careful. But Mr. Ajala has called in from Bida. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm interested in this conversation this morning.
Okay.
Your guest is really hitting the nail on the head. Anybody from Southwest that really knows this, whether Tinubu is a good man or a bad man, we should rally around him. Among all the contestants, is it OP, is it Atiku? If you place three of them side by side, Tinubu still has quality more than them. Politics is all about who can fix this country. Not that Shivaji is going to come and make Nigeria a paradise of what we're thinking, but he's going to make a difference because of his experience. It is high time the Southerners should look at this opportunity and rally around it. That's my take. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you very much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask what you think about, because in politics, take for instance the Muslim ticket. We have heard, that, look, don't be worried about that. People should not worry about, they should vote competence. Now, we should shun ethnic, religious, and all those kinds. The meaning that you can put a Christian in a Muslim area and he will do a damn good job.
Yes, great job.
Could you not also have the Southwest deciding that Obi is an Igbo man? He's a great man. I like his ideas. Southwest is going en masse for him. Or Atiku, he's a fantastic guy. Irrespective of the fact that we're not ethnically of the same, this is the man that I'm going for. Because when we've heard, don't worry about religion, don't worry about ethnicity, don't worry about all those things, just worry that first, is he Nigerian? Two, can he do a great job? Yes, he can. Can the argument be turned on its head in that way?
We are talking about, maybe you said something about Muslim.
For example.
For example.
Yes, and that is where we heard the words that don't worry about religion or ethnicity.
Because these people, they are not contesting for the religious leader, the head of the Kano or the head of the Muslim something. We are talking about the country.
Okay.
Now,
okay, so it doesn't apply.
It doesn't. You have a pastor.
Okay, so it doesn't apply.
I don't think.
So there still is the ethnic card,
yes,
so to speak.
Yes.
Any way you look at it.
Yes.
Before you continue, sir, let me bring Mr. George in before we go on break so that you can comment on these matters in full. Good morning to you, Mr. George.
Good morning, Kuyari, and good morning to your guest.
Indeed. Thank you. Eniola-Oni.
From whatever perspective you look at this, there is no doubt that Tinubu will have the Southwest. I want to constrict myself to Southwest, since that is the subject matter.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the Southwest and the contestants, don't forget, the Southwest is where you have the most educated and enlightened Nigerians. I'm not saying that there are no enlightened Nigerians in other zones, but the most, if you look at it from the perspective of education, from the perspective of enlightenment, from the perspective of economic growth and business.
And exposure.
And exposure, this is where you find them. And who is responsible for all this? It is Tinubu. What to agree with it or not, that is the truth. It is because of the work he did that built upon the work Awolowo did on education that brought about what I'm describing now to the Southwest. Only an uncomfortable person will see that such a person is coming to lead and he wants to extend it to the larger society, and we don't want to support him in his own base. I do not see any magic that will bring PDP that has already been rejected by the people how many years ago after they have been there for 16 years, or for Peter Obi, who is capitalizing on the campaigns of Kano being launched by the opposition and controlled elements here and there, or Kwankwanso, who has not even found his feet yet. So for you to come with that kind of thing to a group or to a zone where you have the most enlightened people in this country, you cannot sell. PDP won governorship election in Osun State. Don't take that as a yardstick. I was in that state 2 weeks ago. As I talked to people, 11 of them at random. These 11, 8 of them said they voted for PDP. But they told me that in the presidential election, they are going to vote for Tinubu. It's not a yardstick because I see some of the PDP using it to vote. We've gone to their enclaves to big stand. It is, governorship is a local election. It is not the same thing with presidential. And it shouldn't be used as a yardstick to assess Tinubu. Let the time come. I know this man. I told you I've been following him for over 30 years. He is the most strategic politician I know in this country that knows how to get results. Look, choices he has made. I was so excited when I saw that he appointed Festus as his campaign spokesperson. I was so excited. If you go to Festus' chambers on Koyori, he has a research team made up of professionals from even as lawyers. When he says something, he has researched it. When the time comes, they said the campaign will start in September. You will see it.
All right then. All right then. Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. George.